Angellighttarot23. I got the Bible here this evening. The Song of Solomon is what I had opened up to last night, and I told you guys I would do a video on it. I got my spirit talker. Here we go. It's on over here. I got frogs in my throat. Like I literally coughed up a frog. Well, I might have to move back a little. So, I was looking into this story, and I actually had a lot of signs that the universe had been giving me that were connected to this story before, but I didn't know it was connected to this story until I opened up to it. So sometimes it pays off to just go with your intuition. This Song of Solomon's story, it starts off kind of like a love story. And this guy's talking about how beautiful this lady is. I don't know who we're talking about here, actually. I was just skimming through it to see if I seen any signs in it. And I was letting stuff pan out. So, yeah, I seen a lot of signs. So that's why I went ahead and decided to make the video.
Would you help?
We have injected. Would you help? Let me grab real quick. Yeah. The Song of Songs, which is Solomon's. Oh, that you would kiss me.
Stink.
With... Really? Kiss me with the kisses of your mouth. For your love is better than wine. Your anointing oils are fragrant. Your name is oil poured out. Therefore the maidens love you. Draw me after you, let us make haste. The king has brought me into his chambers. We will exult and rejoice in you. We will extol your love more than wine. Rightly do they love you. It doesn't say who we're talking to yet. I don't know who we're talking to, but somebody here said stink. Some stinks.
Stream.
Oh, somebody with a stream. We got somebody asking for forgiveness. This Cancer. We have relationship lessons. Your soulmate may not be your usual choice. We have lessons around self. We got a raid. Cops are watching a situation. Somebody's looking power hungry as fudge. And the cops know they ain't as dumb as they be acting. And that's why they're being looked at real close now. They should stop fucking around. They're making things hard where we need things to be easier. They're fucking contradicting. Something's look like this person likes to fluff stuff up and make it look great, throw some glitter on it, make it shine, and really it was just like a fool's gold situation. You need to go deeper in a situation. Find out if something's really golden or if it's fucking fool's gold. You know what I'm saying? We got energetic victory. The divine sees how you win in a situation. Nice. Alright. So, somebody shit was thinking, but...
Satanic.
Oh, the satanic people. Interesting. Well, thank you for letting us know, Spirit. Alright, back to the story here. I am very dark, but comely, O daughters of Jerusalem, like the tents of Kedar, like the curtains of Solomon. Do not gaze at me because I am swarthy, because the sun has scorched me. My mother's sons were angry with me. They made me keeper of the vineyards, but my own vineyard I have not kept. So this person's never made their own vineyard. They take care of their mothers.
Comfort.
Tell me whom my soul loves, where you pasture your flock, where you make it lie down at noon. For why should I be like one who wanders besides the flock of your companions? So I think that means, to me, that this person has chosen to get closer and become one with their surroundings by saying,
You are appreciated.
oh, thank you. So when they're saying that where you make it lie down at noon, so like that's where you spend your daytime. That's where you like put in work and you're investing your time and energy, you know? That makes sense. We just tend to be in the places we're meant to be all throughout the different times of the day. But this guy is saying where you are at noon is where you need to be most familiar with your surroundings. For why should I be like one who wanders besides the flock? So the whole flock doesn't give a fuck about what he gives a fuck about at noon, is what he's saying. I like
Charlie.
that. I like that perspective. That makes sense. That's important. I'm gonna do with somebody named Charlie. Alright, so, yeah. Earlier today, I was saying to somebody, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. So, in certain places, when you walk in there, you need to learn how to walk with them. Or else, you're gonna stand out, possibly in a bad way. Like New York.
She shouts.
New York has the vibe like you gotta walk with them. You gotta learn how to speak to them. You gotta be quick and to the point. They're not the kind of people that want to sit down because they got all the time in the world, like people in the middle of the country. Like people in the middle of the country, they like got their own farms and shit. They're their own bosses. They don't gotta. They do what they want. And they got time to talk to each other and keep up. But in New York, people got like 3 jobs. Everything's expensive as fuck. Everybody's just running around. They don't got time for your fucking long ass explanation. They need you to be. If you need something out of them, like that first off, don't contact somebody from New York on some bullshit because they don't have time for that shit. And if you do contact them and try to get them to help you out, And then they find out later that you were on some bullshit and you wasted their motherfucking time. You better watch out.
Graciousness.
Yeah. Be compassionate. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. When you're dealing with somebody who's working 3 fucking jobs and the guy has no time, it's disrespectful and ignorant to waste their time. While you have all the time in the world. You seem like you're just bored and fucking starting shit. And not giving a fuck about the right shit.
Must help.
So that's why that saying's important. Alright, back to the story here. So yeah. I like that he said that. Where you lie at noon is what matters most. You don't gotta follow the fucking herd. It's actually stupid to follow the herd to a certain degree. I mean, you can hang with them and you know, throw in your
Mystical.
Your or invest your time with them however you need to. But what at the end of the day, what really matters is where you lie at noon. Love that. Let's pull some tarot cards before we move on. We got the truth. We got divine web, our dark web users. You may have reached a milestone in your personal journey. The universe is praising somebody. That was a high five to us all. Anybody who was watching that and you got that perspective, you know, good job. That's written down in your history. The keepers of the Akashic records are keeping track of shit like that. That's something you can pull out to help somebody else be inspired later. You get fucking points for that. We got divine timing at play here.
Chair.
Something about a chair? Somebody's curious about a new person. We got spiritual chakra activation and divinely guided clues. Somebody's following the signs. Nice. Oh, and here's that relationship lessons card again. Soulmate, maybe not your usual choice.
Stop right here.
Yeah, sometimes we need to... sometimes we need to quit going for who we're comfortable going for. Sometimes we're stuck in a cycle of life because we keep associating ourselves with the same type of people, even if they don't. Like if you have a girlfriend, and then later you meet another girl who's just like her, and you start dating her, and shit falls apart just the fucking same. And you think it's something wrong with you, but it's something that's not right in your guys' energy, in the frequency, in whatever. That's okay. We don't know what we want until we try shit. Okay, guys? Nobody is to judge anybody about making mistakes or learning lessons. It's okay to laugh at people if they need to be laughed at because they need to go through a dark night of the soul.
My family is here.
But if somebody's not really asking for you to laugh at them, don't. The divine is keeping track of who needs a fucking good, humiliating experience and who doesn't. Alright, now we're going to move on. If you do not know, O fairest among women, follow in the tracks of the flock and pasture your kids, besides the shepherd's tent. So to be protected, you should stay close to the shepherd. I compare you, my love, to a mare of Pharaoh's chariots. Your cheeks are comely with ornaments, your neck with strings of jewels. We will make you ornaments of gold studded with silver. While the king was on his couch, my nard gave forth its fragrance. Dude, sometimes I be smelling like when I have a good epiphany or something, connected to the spiritual stuff. I deal with it on a daily basis. This is what I do. So sometimes when
Am I on video?
I see that there's something going on with the camera over there. It keeps like doing something weird. But yeah, we're on video right now. That phone over there is recording, and you guys are talking on this one. That's what these devices are. Sometimes when you're talking to older spirits from like a long time ago, they don't understand technology, so they will ask what the devices are and like how you work it. So yeah, this is live on YouTube and people can watch us. And if they have any questions, they can type it in the chat. But usually everybody's just listening and don't have much to say.
Ronald.
But yeah, sometimes I smell like a perfumey scent in the air. Depending on the kind of like epiphany I have, I'm like, I smell perfume and nobody's near me. My beloved is
Burial.
to me a bag of myrrh. My beloved is to me a cluster of henna blossoms in the vineyard of Engidai. Engidai? Something like that. Behold, you are beautiful, my love. Behold, you are beautiful. Your eyes are doves. Behold, you are beautiful, my beloved. Truly lovely. Our couch is green. Green stands for healing. The beams of our house are cedar. Our rafters are pine. Pine is a magical tree. If you Google search the spiritual abilities of the pine tree, it says some stuff about how it's magical and stuff. Like different kinds of woods and stuff that have different different abilities. Like when you burn it and stuff. So yeah, that shit's deep. I'm not that's more something the Celtic spirit peoples deal with, like fairies and whatnot, and like people that deal with more nature. I chose the angelic realm. I wanted to know more about what's going on divinely overall. So I would have to do a little bit more research on things to like really become like a sick ass alchemist. But yeah, if you want to go down that avenue, there's so many avenues you can go down in spirituality. Like if you learn how to use your abilities for the right shit, you can be fucking, you can be that illest motherfucker. Like Palo Santo stick. This is Palo Santo stick. It's holy wood. When you burn it, it clears away the negative energy in the room. So if you feel like you have a negative spirit around you, you just light this and it just clears away the demons. Sage, when you burn that, it does a different thing. That clears all energy. So both the negative and the positive. So this is why when somebody burns sage, they encourage you to, or I would encourage you to play some positive music, or make sure you're ready to move on to a positive mood. Sometimes we need to take time to sit in our negative feelings to understand where it's stemming from. So, some people out there are like, don't be negative at all. You're going to manifest more negativity. And that's unrealistic. Because you need to be able to understand your feelings in order to understand what it is you want. Right?
Protect.
Protect. Yes, it's okay. So it's good to stay close to the shepherd because you need protection from the shepherd. That's where we live. I am a rose of Sharon, a lily of the valleys. As a lily among brambles, so is my love among maidens. As an apple tree among the trees of the woods, so is my beloved among young men. Every time I think about apple trees, I always think of Johnny Appleseed. And how he just fucking took off and planted a line of trees. Like, if you were to look at the line of trees that Johnny Appleseed planted, I'm sure there's some significance to it, spiritually. Whether he knows he was leaving a sign or not in his trail.
Nose ring.
At the Brucemore mansion that I like to go to and do tarot readings, there's a Johnny Appleseed tree there. With great delight I sat in his shadow, and his fruit was sweet to my taste. He brought me to the banqueting house, and his banner over me was love. Sustain me with raisins, refresh me with apples, for I am sick with love. Oh, that his left hand were under my head, and that his right hand embraced me. I adjure you, O daughters of Jerusalem, by the gazelles of the hens of the field, that you stir not up nor awaken love until it please. So she was like sick of love. So I think this means she was like tired of love. I'm laughing because I'm thinking about a song.
Universe.
There's a song. Yeah, the universe planted a song and it was playing in my head. I'm so sick of that same old love. That shit, it tears me up. So he tells her, like, I love you still, but if you're sick of love, I'ma just chill. You can chill on that shit too, whatever.
The others scare me.
The others scare you? Dude, I had fucking ashes on my leg just now that I wiped off. I wish I hadn't have wiped it off. But it was in the shape of a butterfly. It was ashes from the fucking holy wood. That was crazy. That was a cool sign. Earlier today, I was brushing my teeth. And I spit out in the water. And when it dropped in the water, it was the shape of a horse. Not even playing. It was legit a fucking horse head shape. And it immediately made me think of Frozen. When she tames the water horse. And I was just talking about how you have to tame some people like they're a fucking horse. So the universe was like confirming that I was on the right path with something. That's cool. Alright. The voice of my beloved, behold he comes, leaping upon the mountains, bounding over the hills. My beloved is like a gazelle or a young stag. Behold, there he stands behind our wall, gazing in at the windows, looking through the lattice. My beloved speaks and says to me, arise, my love, my fair one, and come away. For lo, the winter is past, the rain is over and gone. The flowers appear on the earth, the time of singing has come, and the voice of the turtle dove is heard in our lands. The fig tree puts forth its figs, and the vines are in blossom. They give forth fragrance.
Chaos.
Arise, my family, arise, my love, my fair one, and come away. O my dove, in the cleft of the rock, in the corner of the cliff, let me see your face. Let me hear your voice. For your voice is sweet, and your face is homely. Catch us, the foxes. The little foxes.
A bad spirit.
That spoil the vineyards, like Swiper the fox. For our vineyards are in blossom. So they're like just chilling, enjoying that they're falling in love, but she's sick of love, sick of that same old love. So she's just making sure this ain't that same old love. And they have a garden that they're watching over. This garden is apparently important because they keep talking about it. My beloved is mine, and I'm his. He pastures his flock among the lilies. Talking about us. Until the day breathes and the shadows flee. Turn my That's so cool. The spirits are like talking to us. My day's good. Thanks for asking.
They did spells.
They did spells? Aw. Thanks for letting me know.
Salt.
They're salty? Thanks for letting me know. Until the day breathes and the shadows flee, turn my beloved, be like a gazelle or a young stag upon rugged mountains, upon my bed by night. I sought him whom my soul loves. I sought him, but found him not. I called him, but he gave no answer. I will God. Oh my God. I will rise now and go about the city, in the streets and in the squares. I will seek him whom my soul loves. I saw him. It says I saw him so many times, but found him not. The watchman found
Had
me.
enough.
They said that so many times that she was looking for him and exaggerated that because she's had a fucking enough of not finding him. Have you seen him whom my soul loves? Scarcely had I passed them when I found him whom my soul loves. Yeah, they're sinister. I held him and would not let him go until I had brought him into my mother's home and into the chambers of her that conceived me. Adjure you, O daughters of Jerusalem, by the gazelles or the hinders of the fields, that you stir not up nor awaken love until it please you. Because she's sick of that same old love and she's had enough at this point. So it's like she's at an upset within herself, and it's hard to even like focus on the love shit right now. What is that coming up from the wilderness like a column of smoke? Perfumed with myrrh and frankincense. With all the fragrant powders of the merchant. Behold, it is the litter of Solomon. The litter of Solomon.
I lost my life here.
You lost your life here. In the United States? I'm pretty sure King Solomon wasn't from this area. About it are 60 mighty men, of the mighty men of Israel, all girt with swords.
They never found me.
They never found your body, and that's because they didn't know you died in the Americas. Thank you for letting us know. Of the mighty men of Israel, all girt with swords and expert in war, each with his sword at his thigh, against alarms by night. King Solomon made himself a palanquin from the woods of Lebanon. He made his posts of silver, his back of gold, his seat of purple. It was lovingly wrought within by the daughters of Jerusalem. Go forth, O daughters of Zion, and behold King Solomon, with the crown with which his mother crowned him on the day of his wedding, on the day of the gladness of his heart. Behold, you are beautiful, my love. Behold, you are beautiful. Your eyes are doves behind your veil. Your hair is like a flock of ghosts moving down the slopes of Gilead. Your teeth are like a flock of sworn ewes that have come up from the washing, all of which bears twins.
We lived close.
To here? I'm in the Midwest. So if they lived close to here, Oh, that's somewhere in the Midwest. I'm in Iowa. And not one among them is bereaved. Your lips are like a scarlet thread, and your mouth is lovely. Your cheeks...
You're very polite.
Thank you. Your cheeks are like halves of a pomegranate.
Bill.
Behind your veil, your neck is like the Tower of David, built with an arsenal. Damn. Whereon hang 1,000 bucklers, all of them shields of warriors. Your two breasts are like two fawns, twins of the gazelle, that feed among the lilies until the day breathes and the shadows flee. I will hide me in the mountains of near and the hill of frankincense. You are all fair, my love. There is no flaw in you. Come with me from Lebanon, my bride. Come with me from Lebanon. Depart from the peak of Amana. Amana! The Amana colonies. There is a town about 45 minutes from where I am, and it's called the Amana colonies. From the peak of the Sinir and Hermon, from the dens of lions,
I
from the
spent years
mountains
here.
of I spent years here. From the mountains of leopards, you have ravished my heart, my sister, my bride. My sister?
Safe.
You have ravished my heart with a glance of your eyes, with one jewel of your necklace. How sweet is your love, my sister, my bride. My sister bride? How much better is your love than wine, and the fragrance of your oils than any spice. Your lips distill nectar, my bride. Honey and milk are under your tongue. I guess it didn't really matter back then. The scent of your garments is like the scent of Lebanon. A garden locked in my sister, my bride. A garden locked, a fountain sealed. Your shoots are an orchard of pomegranates?
We're really here.
Pomegranates. With all choicest fruits. I'm like thrown off by that. I'm sorry. We were having a reading where the card I have in there that says incest and odd beliefs, just in case somebody was in. I made that card just because in case somebody was in a fucking weird pedophile situation, but
Cheers.
it was coming out because it was probably talking about this. I mean, could have been talking about other stuff too, but I'm taking note of that. I like going over these Bible stories slowly like this and using the Spirit Talker so I get clarity from them, and I got my tarot cards. This is what alchemists do. they learn how to use their tools appropriately. If you look at the magician card,
Lock.
there's a difference between a warlock, a warlock or a witch, and an alchemist. An alchemist doesn't do magic. An alchemist juggles tools like this to manifest things. Let me find the magician card. I think we're going to stop with this story, and I'm going to continue on with it later because it's kind of a long story, and we're like dissecting the story. So you guys will have to come back and watch that second half that I do tomorrow. I'm starting to lose my voice and stuff, and it's getting kind of late. I didn't sleep very good last night because I had a bunch of fucking flies in my room, like, bugging the fuck out of me while I was sleeping.
Francis.
Francis! Oh, that's ironic. That hurricane going towards the Gulf right now is kind of like that. Has a name kind of like that. Alright, so, last thing before we end the video, we're going to look at this. You see at his table here, this guy who has like a wand, what looks like a wand. He's holding it to the sky. And on the table, he has the cup, and he has a pentacle, and there's a sword as well. This is an alchemist. In the tarot deck, the different suits. These are all on the different suits. The cups, that stands for emotional fulfillment. So, things to do with emotional fulfillment. And this pentacle stands for finances, materials, prosperity. And then the sword stands for cutting things away when needed for growth. And then
There's
the
three of us.
wand stands for creativity. So that makes sense, right, guys?
Arthur.
King Arthur. I just heard something outside. It sounded like something like dropped or like knocked over. Interesting. Ooh, we got the King of Wands. Ooh, I'm just gonna pick up this deck. As I looked at the bottom of the deck, we have this King of Wands here who created a lot of conflict, and they're looking at their options and using their intuition. Or we got this High Priestess. And we got a Page of Swords. Truth. That's some truth coming in around a family situation. That's that. No. And somebody's walking away from illusions around this family situation. They're cleaning up the mess up around these conflicts.
Emotion.
A lot of playing with emotions, Somebody's getting justice. Somebody's stuck in limbo. Heartbroken and shit. We got the Fool card, taking a leap of faith. We got this Empress, getting victory because of the Sword of Truth. We're cutting away what's needed for growth. You see how there's a fucking crown on the end of this fucking sword right here, and there's growth coming from it? King Arthur be playing fucking games. I'm not playing with you. He's a trickster. The crickets just got loud outside. That's this King of Wands. King Arthur clone out there creating all that chaos. I smell perfume in the air. Dude. King Solomon.
Glenn.
Glenn. God said no to King Arthur. He's using his creativity for bad shit. He's damaging the growth. Calling somebody a chicken head? What the fuck? You don't fall in a hole. Everybody's talking about it. Knowledge is power. King Arthur is dumb. We got an 8 to 11-year-old who's smarter than fucking King Arthur clones. We got a 16 to 18-year-old. We got phone calls and communication. And we got, if you aren't sure what to do right now, just focus on being at peace. Unholy dwindling. The options.
I'll use my voice.
Fucking making life impossible for somebody. That's fucking unholy as fuck. That's what they're doing. It's gross. Alright guys. We're gonna end the story here. That was a nice reading. Let me pick this. Alright. I'll be on again tomorrow. And we'll do some more of this. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you're notified when I go live. So you guys don't miss that second half of this.